Welcome back to Astrology, Angels, and More. I'm your host, Mary Silvernail. I'm a professional astrologer, and I have a lot of information here tonight about this beautiful month of August 2023. There's a lot going on in the stars right now for August. And I'm going to talk all about that with you here tonight, including about the blue moon coming up at the end of the month. Plus, I have a wonderful guest, and we're also going to be talking about Holy Fire Karuna Reiki, which is completely different than just Reiki. Very interesting topics tonight. So, first of all, I want to wish Leo a happy birthday. Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac with the sun as the ruler. Gold is the color for Leo. And Leos are the proudest sign of them all. Just think of Leo as the lion, the king of the jungle. Many times they're proud, sometimes to a fault. Other characteristics of Leo are loyalty, faithfulness, and they can be a little bit shy. Many performers are born under the sign of Leo. Leo rules the heart and all matters concerning the heart. Their gems are gold and I always have a hard time saying this, rhodochrosite. Okay, so anyway, now let's talk a little bit about what's going on for the other signs this month. Aries. It's full speed ahead in the love department for you, Aries. And it's time to let your lover know your true feelings. Stop hiding them. Taurus, your home is your haven. Now is the time to beautify it and create an actual retreat to escape to and to re-energize. Peace and tranquility are key ingredients to keep Taurus happy. Gemini, for this month, expect abundance from your work and your work environment, and you will receive it. Just expect it. This is a good month for manifesting abundance for you Geminis. Have faith, and you will move forward in a most positive manner. Cancerians, there are no more holdbacks regarding your finances. Your mind is quick and sharp. Now is the time for investments. Beautiful Leo again, happy birthday. It's your month to shine. Plus, you are the flavor of the month, and everyone wants your fun-loving attention, especially with this month's moons coming up here, especially the Leo new moon on August the 16th. Many times, Leos are very artistic, very creative people, and they usually have a beautiful mane of hair. And I have two very special Leos in my life. My daughter, Kelly, she's Leo, and my granddaughter Ava. They're both beautiful Leos, and they both have a beautiful head of hair. Both very creative people. Now, you Virgos out there, by month's end, be ready for new beginnings in many areas of your life, especially your new positive outlook and abundant, healthy energy. Your energies are really moving at a very good level this month, Virgo. Now, Libra, a friendship may turn to a love ship right now. A friend could turn into a lover. Go with the romantic flow and enjoy a summer fling. Scorpio, your mind is on far off places. You're dreaming of a tranquil vacation that's long overdue. Make your dreams come true, Scorpio. Sagittarius, all you Sagittarius out there, short trips bring luck. Listen to a wise older relative's advice. There is much to be said for not putting the cart before the horse, as you do, most of the time, Sag. Capricorn, money, money, money. That's the focus in your stars this month. It's time to review your finances and see what can benefit you the most. Aquarius, don't allow your partner to keep you from realizing your dreams. It's time to go for it. Pisces, wonderful Pisces. An associate opens your mind to new ideas. Your third eye is wide open, so trust your intuition, especially with this beautiful blue moon in the sign of Pisces that's coming up at the end of this month. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit first about the Lion's Gate that actually happened yesterday on August the 8th, 2023. Yes, today is August the 9th, 2023. Now, the Lion's Gate portal opens each August the 8th, the 8th day of the 8th month. At this time, there's an alignment of the stars that increases cosmic energy flow between the physical and spiritual realms. It's related to the Egyptian pyramids. Last year, actually the same guest that I have here tonight, tomorrow would be exactly a year since she had been on the show before, and she was on the show with me last year when we were talking about the Lion's Gate. So you can go back on YouTube to watch that show anytime you wish, and that was from August of 2022. But it's related to the Egyptian pyramids and has been observed for thousands of years. This year, we're seeing a sudden rise of souls' awakenings, a leap in the collective consciousness. We're moving through a deep evolution of our consciousness, which is part of our soul's journey. We can move beyond any limitations placed upon us before by ourselves or others. It's a time of soul evolution, a magical, high vibration time of high levels of energy and strength. I have to tell you, yesterday was really a very rewarding day for me. And I could feel the energy of the portal of the Lion's Gate opening yesterday. And it was absolutely amazing, to the point where it shifted so many of the energies around me and within my world to a higher level, which I'm very grateful for. Now, of course, August the 1st, we already had the Aquarius super full moon. And I had actually talked about that in the last show towards the end. Now, on August the 9th, which is today, Venus squares Uranus. Surprising information about a relationship in your life may surface. August 13th, Venus star point. This is very important. Venus and the Sun conjunct. The merging of the Sun and Venus indicates a rebirth of Venus's energy and the gradual emergence from an evening star to a morning star. So realize certain times of the year, Venus is in the sky in the evening, and then as the stars shift and the planets move, then with this conjunction, it brings it to be a morning star. Under this energy, our heart may experience its own rebirth too. We may feel our heart healing wounds we never thought would leave us. We may feel ourselves opening to a greater love, or perhaps releasing blocks that prevent us from feeling the love that we are. The most important thing is love. That's all we take with us when we leave this earth. The merging of the Sun and Venus can also bring clarity around any issues that have been coming up for us since Venus retrograde on July the 23rd. This year, the Venus star point will take place in the sign of Leo, and Leo is the ruler of the heart, which means we're likely to feel a strong activation of heart-centered energies around this time. All about love this month. Now, August 16th is the Leo new moon. Very important time for all Leos especially, but for all of us. But this is the wrapping up of projects that you had been working on previously for the past year, Leo, and now starting anew. Confidence and creativity are the highlights this month, especially at the time of this new moon. With the square of Uranus and Taurus to the Leo new moon, some positive unpredictability is in the stars. The burning off of old debris allows the purification to occur that brings a clear platform to build toward your future. This applies in all situations, whether personal or involvements in the material world. The sun is in a very powerful position in its own sign of Leo. So this is very, very, very important. You can trust your judgment. Since the moon is conjunct Venus, there's a lot of kindness and goodness surrounding you. Others want to help. Allow them to. Also, with the proximity of Black Moon Lilith to the sun and to the moon, we may also experience a dawning or understanding of some kind of trauma, whether personally or ancestral. You can find support, especially though by connecting with others. With the conjunction of Venus, financial matters may also see a new chapter opening and improvements in monetary affairs. Be happy, confident, and bold because better things are definitely coming. This is a very lucky month, especially in matters of the heart and matters of money. Now, on August 21st through the 23rd, the sun is conjunct Regulus, one of the four royal stars, one of the four guardians to the universe. Regulus is the guardian of the northern cosmic gate and is the success star. While the northern gate is open and activating the crown chakra, it's the perfect time to connect to the higher realms of the universe to manifest success, fame, honor, and abundance. August 23rd, the sun enters Virgo. Beautiful Virgo. Good time to get organized and to focus on your own well-being. A time of physical and emotional healing. August 23rd through September 14th. Yes, Mercury will be retrograde in Virgo. This is a time of preparation to trust your intuition and put yourself in a place of mental clarity, such as any form of relaxation, such as meditation. So, of course, it's a time to be careful about signing contracts and things like that, as you've heard me talk about many, many, many times. But really all it is a time of preparation and going within to trust your own intuition. Now, August 29th through January the 26th, the planet Uranus is retrograde in Taurus. Oh, yes, another retrograde planet. Go over any changes recently made to see if there's any adjustments that need to be made. Time feels as though it has literally slowed down because now, at that time, August 29th, we will have 6 planets retrograde all at the same time. Now, here we go. August 30th, the Pisces super blue moon. It's the second full moon of August. Therefore, it's a blue moon. Pay very close attention to your dreams at this time. Write them down because they may be prophetic. You will be strongly connected to the higher realms. Emotions can run high, so be aware of that. However, this is a very mystical and magical time where past traumas can now be released permanently. So now that I went over all of that, I would like to mention that you can watch our show on Sunday evenings on channel 35 FiOS, channel 79 Spectrum at 7:30 p.m. I believe that's the correct time. Yeah, Brian said yes. Okay, so now let's get on with it. I have a wonderful guest here tonight, a person who's very important to me, very important, and a very good friend, and a wonderful healer, wonderful, loving person, Kirsten Sciallo. How are you, Kirsten? Thanks for joining us again tonight.
Mary, thank you so much for having me here. I always appreciate spending time with you and specifically, shedding some insight to people on techniques and the possibilities out there for them to find healing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Kirsten, as I am, you are a Holy Fire Karuna Reiki Master Teacher. And a lot of people have never heard of Karuna. And so they really don't understand what that is. And that's why I was hoping we could shed some light on it tonight. But what would you like to say about it?
As a healer, I am blessed to be able to see the amazing changes happen from having a client come in and, not feeling, the way that they want to, either if they have some sort of ailment or just not feeling love and, where they want to be. They almost come in feeling stuck.
Yes.
And it's like, well,
okay.
I've tried everything, I've tried this and I've went here and just nothing is curing or helping what it is that I need. It could be anything. It could be headaches. It could be a relationship, whether it be familial or an intimate relationship. And just there's that block. And there's just no way that they can see to, get past it. So.
Well, the Holy Fire, to me, the Holy Fire Reiki, to me, that's the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is why, for many years I had practiced Usui Reiki, and I was a Reiki master for many years. But then when I had been, there was still attunements then with the Holy Fire, and I had been attuned by my Reiki master, William Lee Rand, and to the Holy Fire, and at the same time, Karuna, because I didn't even realize that that's what I was, I didn't realize about the Holy Fire. I only knew about the Karuna. Okay, I didn't realize anything about it. I was in the original class. And then from there, that was many years ago, and then brought that back into New Jersey, and practiced it, taught it, and you're one of my, you're my star student. She is. She really, really is. Kirsten is an absolutely fantastic healer. I've seen amazing results from Kirsten with her healings of clients, and she's so dedicated to it. But, I mean, I always felt like you felt that way too, that it was the Holy Spirit working.
I definitely feel that way. I feel that is, what we are able to draw in through the Holy Spirit and, give that to whoever we're working with.
It's a channel.
Yeah, whether
Yes.
it's plants that we're working with,
Right.
animals, a situation, just, clearing energy in general that is blocked or needs to be moving in a positive direction.
But I'd like to know, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Brian just stepped in for a minute. So how do you feel about the fact that Karuna really works beautifully on relationships and past hurts and traumas and things like that?
Yeah.
Because I feel that's like, beyond the regular Reiki or even holy fire Reiki. I just feel it's the highest level.
Right. I think it's
amazing. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just, going to add along with that fine tuning piece to almost like have in your pocket to handle those deeper emotional, maybe just things that you feel vulnerable about, that maybe you just need that extra love and support. And I find that Karuna is incredible to be able to take those things and really elevate them to a level that sometimes you can just like let things go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And especially this month of August. I mean, you heard the astrological monologue. This month of August, it's all about the heart chakra, and it's all about, releasing trauma, emotional hurts, and bringing love into your life, that healing, that beautiful healing. And to me, Karuna is just so much about pure love.
Absolutely.
When you had become a Karuna Reiki master, did you notice the difference in what you felt from being a holy fire Reiki master and then moving up to Karuna? Did you notice a difference? And if so, can you maybe describe it?
Yes, as like a healer and utilizing it on myself and others.
Right.
It was very much like an additional fine-tuning instrument, if you will, like a mechanism to be able to bring the healing to that deeper level. And, to this day, that's just every single day. I'm using it, and it can be, just something, you just bring it to your attention. It could be something simple like, oh, I'm having trouble sleeping. Well, we have some tools that you can use for that. And what I like about Karuna is it's healthy for your body. It doesn't, bring anything into your body that's not healthy.
Peace.
Yeah, it's pure.
Pure.
And I
feel it's pure love. Such peace. And we're going to go over some of the things that it does, and anyone who is a Reiki practitioner or Reiki master, anyone who practices Reiki or has experienced a Reiki session, this is like 2 steps above that, because we have the holy fire and then we also have the Karuna. And, the whole thing is that anyone who has learned Reiki and has been certified as Reiki, and by the way, you should never go to someone to experience Reiki unless you see their certification. And but there are other kinds of healers. There's magnified healing, there's reconnective healing, and then there's people that just have a natural ability of healing, and they were just born with it, and they have never experienced any kind of an attunement, placement, or anything like that. But what I wanted to say is, so I'm not going to really get into that part of it, but there are symbols that are learned by any Reiki student, but
Right.
they're kept sacred, and we don't discuss them or disclose them. But each one does something different, right?
That's a great way to explain it.
Right. So, but with Karuna, once you are at that level, I mean, what? Then you get like another 8 symbols to use. So this is you're talking about like not just working on the 7 chakras of the body from the root through to the crown. You're talking about all those chakras above the soul star and all them, all the way up. But do you want to talk about the first one without saying
Yes.
the name? Just some of the things that like
Absolutely.
can be done. We'll take turns because this is amazing stuff.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
peaceful.
I've helped so many people this way. So have you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's the gift of it.
Yeah, it
You
is
know?
a gift because as a healer, you're given even better tools to use, refined, as you said, tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And it's constant. It's
Yeah.
it's once you know, you can use it forever.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't deplete. Well, for this particular one, some of the things are it can heal you on a cellular level, which, a lot of times in conjunction with the Karuna Reiki, you can, eat healthful things, go out into nature. I know we were discussing certain things.
Yeah, we were
so
on the ride here.
it's a nice blanket of options to be able to help these symbols to really go to their full potential. So
For the client.
for the client,
To heal them.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
This one is pretty interesting, but healing past life issues, which, a lot of times you might not know why something keeps needing to be addressed in your life, and yes, it comes across as a lesson, but the core is where did it begin and how can we address that so that we don't have it continue to occur in your life.
Right, and this could be done just by a Karuna, a Holy Fire Karuna Reiki Master can do this for you instead of the person having to go like, I do the past life regression and all that as a clinical hypnotherapist, but you wouldn't even have to go through that process because that's how amazing this energy from the Holy Spirit is combined with the Karuna. Karuna also, besides Japanese, there's also an element of Hawaiian in there, Hawaiian healing. So, so what else does that one do?
Saying, as you were saying before, about the, healing past life issues, but also, people that have experienced child abuse, instead of having to relive something that might have been, very difficult, you can utilize these symbols to help you to, move past things that you might have carried with you throughout your lifetime.
This can all be done by the Karuna Reiki Master. It's really just amazing because it just goes so far beyond Usui Reiki.
Right.
And then the Karuna even combined then with the Holy Fire. I know I'm going on and on about this, but you have to understand, I've been a Reiki master for more than 20 years. And so, when this then also came along and was accessed, it's just miraculous results have occurred. You've experienced them.
Yes.
For so many clients have come back and yes, I know. So what else?
Also, this one I think is very interesting. I mean, everybody talks about, well, it appears that way, karma, and what can I do to, balance that out? Well, we have a tool
Yes,
that can help you to, just let some of that go. It's like once you understand how you can rectify things, you you can use Karuna to
Well,
do
this
that.
brings this out also for the client that's experiencing the Reiki session.
Mm-hmm.
This brings them out, brings it out for them. It brings it to the surface, and then it's cleared
Right.
by the Reiki master, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, because there's other ways to clear karma though too. We've talked about it. Actually, we were talking about it on the way here. You can. You can work with Saint Germain and the violet fire. That's beautiful. And also, I've done shows about that before. And also, you could have, past life regression and go through that. But this is just so quicker. It's so much simpler and quicker, for the person. It's easier for it to come up, and then the Reiki master clears it. What else do you have there?
I also think, when people come to us, just being able to realize, like, you have an open mind, where you're just, like, relaxed. I think it's kind of easier to have everything just be released, where you can take a breath and give yourself that piece of, I can get through this, and just.
Well, that's the essence of Reiki. What Reiki really is it's a Japanese technique of healing by relaxing the person, relieving stress, so that then the healing can come. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything else?
Sure. In addition to that symbol that we kind of went through, another symbol that is also pretty valuable. This one can actually help to heal those unconscious patterns that were not necessarily, you're kind of just on like speed
Everybody
dial.
has them. Yeah.
And,
Autopilot.
that's a great way to explain that.
Gotta remember, I'm a hypnotist. I deal with autopilot every day with people. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times you don't realize, like, oh, I'm doing this because I'm consistently been doing this my whole life. Oh, there's another way. There's a way to stop the cycle, right?
And this helps empower you to do it, right?
Empower
through a session.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. And we see miraculous results.
Yes.
Like nothing short of miraculous results. And as a matter of fact, when we see people that have had or experienced sessions of Karuna Reiki with us, they'll be, oh, I need to come back in and see you.
Yeah, well, 3 sessions is usually recommended. That's, but then I've had people come for 1 session because they just wanted to experience it, But if you're working on a particular issue, really 3 sessions is recommended, for any Reiki healer to do. I mean, that's personally what I think. What else is there?
This portion is healing your shadow self, that side of you that keeps that kind of, it's a little in the dark, if you will, and just kind of owning the fact that there are 2 sides, and that once you address those things that are kind of in that space, you can let them go.
Yeah, see, all these things that we're talking about, these are all things, this is how you heal. This is how you heal, okay? Because if you don't go through those processes, it's impossible to heal.
Yeah, that's enormous. Right? The way you said that, and you stay stuck.
Impossible to heal.
Yeah. And again, I mean, we had talked about child abuse with the last one, but this one, you're dealing with, being able to help to release sexual and perhaps physical abuse that has happened at some point in, someone's life, and those things.
Trauma.
Yeah. Also,
trauma.
And that can kind of stick with a person and manifest in so many different ways.
Yes.
And again, they may not even be aware that
it could be on a subconscious level. Absolutely, absolutely. That's why this type of healing, I feel is just really incredibly priceless. Yeah, and when we're talking about, as I had said earlier, in Karuna Reiki, you the Reiki practitioner, or no, actually, you have to be a Reiki master first for at least 6 months to even qualify. A practicing Reiki master for at least 6 months before you even qualify to take a Karuna class. And so when we're talking about symbols, we're talking about the tools that the Reiki master, the Karuna master uses that were not accessible to them before
Right.
they were certified in Karuna.
You're
Yeah.
right.
So that's 8 more. That's a lot.
And there's one thing as you're
Oh,
talking,
go ahead.
I also feel that it's important that, people realize that it continues to grow.
Continuous.
It's not like, oh, I have learned this and this is, the level I'm going to be at. Your
No.
level of, expansion and awareness continues to grow and
Always increases. Always increases. Actually, if I say my actual title, because within the Holy Fire and the Karuna, there are 3 more levels that have gone up. So I'm actually in the Karuna with a level 3. See what I'm saying? And that's not ego or anything. I'm just telling you that with each level, you rise, your energy rises higher, and therefore you're able to help your clients at even a higher level. So it's just absolutely wonderful. What else here?
this one, again, I think everybody could use this in so many different variations, but this symbol will be able to help you to heal perhaps a relationship. And, I have an example because sometimes a client will come in,
ahead.
and it's not for a physical
No.
thing.
Lots of times it's emotional,
Yeah.
or just because they're so super stressed or whatever. So,
Yeah, and it will be like a relationship between a family member that they just can't seem to, make that smooth and
Yes.
to bring that love into that relationship. And with Karuna and, just some simple conversations and understanding that you can move past that and not
Because
giving up.
once you experience a Holy Fire Karuna Reiki session, then you are carrying with you that beautiful love energy. And so that heals the relationships. That's how I kind of figured it out, That's how I think that all works. And yes, and then softens your heart to be able to maybe put your pride aside and have a nice conversation
Right.
to heal it.
Yeah, I've had
Yes.
family members come in, not my family members, but other family members, that they haven't talked or spoken with one another for years. And then after having Karuna Reiki, they were able to, forge a relationship with a child that maybe they hadn't spoken with, or
my
a
goodness.
sibling that maybe they
Yeah.
hadn't spoken with. So, I mean, talk
Amazing.
about powerful.
Talk about love healing.
Yeah. And everyone, I believe,
Yes.
I mean, you want to be able to have your family, however that looks to you, whether it be friends or, actual blood relative, like you want to have a family.
Yes.
So being able to heal those things, it can make a tremendous difference in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I heard there is a major epidemic with loneliness, and not just for elderly people. I recently heard about this. There's a major epidemic of loneliness, just loneliness.
Yeah.
That's so sad because of situations like that. Is there anything else on that one?
Yeah. One topic that it can also address is just simply having and being able to stick to good habits, whether it be whether an exercise regime, or maybe you want to start, a healthful eating plan, or maybe you want to set up the steps to be able to have a successful career.
Gives you the willpower.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
most things will take a long time to get to that point, but this helps to expedite a goal.
Good word.
Right?
Good word
right?
about
Because,
this, expedite.
yeah.
Yes, because what it is really, it's Reiki on steroids.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about here, okay? Because I'm sure our audience, the majority of them, well, a lot of them, have experienced a Reiki session or a healing session. But what we're talking about, it's like on steroids. Yeah, it's just happens faster and stronger and. Yeah, complete. What else is
Yeah,
there
this
anything?
one's huge. I mean,
What?
at least in my belief system, but being able to possibly help someone who has an addiction, or help a family member that is
Oh my
possibly
gosh.
dealing with someone, or a
Yes.
loved one that is dealing with someone
Yes.
that has an addiction, because we all know that is an extremely difficult cycle to break, and can cause a lot of pain in people's lives. And, being able to have those tools to be able to help your loved one and or the person that's experiencing that.
And also, how about the fact of maybe breaking the ancestral cycle of that in a family?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it matters. And it really takes one person to get that in a way that the family can.
Yeah. And now it's so deadly with fentanyl and all of that going on. And I mean, wow. Yeah. Way out of hand. That's good, Kirsten.
Yeah, that one.
That was really good. What
Yeah.
else do we have? Because we have 8 symbols. We're kind of running out of.
Okay.
We have to pick some important things.
Okay. So,
Okay.
all right. Not a problem. Oh, this one's a good one.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
I like this one.
Uh-oh.
Clearing the room of negative energies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that's a wonderful tool, because you can't control what's going on, in a space that's not necessarily your own. And a lot of times you don't know what kind of energy is in a location, whether it be a toxic environment, and it's just a nice, quick way to clear that energy so that you can focus on what needs to be done and not be impacted by, something that is not positive in your space.
You're absolutely right. That's key. That's very important. Now, Reiki does that. Like, a person learns in even level 1 Usui Reiki how to do that. However, when you reach the level of Karuna, besides clearing the room, then you're bringing in peace, the joy, the love into the room also. That's what I feel the difference is.
Oh, yeah, I definitely.
Because I'm just thinking a lot of Reiki practitioners are saying, oh, well, regular Reiki does that, but yeah.
Oh, this one is very helpful.
What?
It can actually, this particular symbol can help you with your learning ability, okay? And I don't know about you, but if you have to focus and get a task done, it's very easy to be able to, use Karuna Reiki to be able to help you to get that,
Yes.
focus, which is important, and not be so overwhelmed, right?
That's the truth. That's, when I had been attuned, I shared this with you many years ago. Actually, it's this crystal that I most of the time wear, that I happen to have been wearing, okay, at that time. And prior, I had just received that crystal from that Karuna attunement. Well, anyway, when I feel that need, or when I'm in a situation, I grab a hold of this and I can just feel the energy go right through me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
This one I like also, and this is helping to heal communication. Now, that's
Oh,
so
please,
important
we
to
need
be
it
able
for
to,
the world right now.
right? So if you know you're
Kirsten.
having an important conversation, or
Yeah.
if you have to talk about something, an uncomfortable conversation, you can use Karuna to be able to help that conversation go in a positive way and hopefully a successful outcome.
And also ask Archangel Gabriel, who you and I both
Yeah.
love and adore, okay,
Yeah.
to come and join you and help you with that too.
Mm-hmm.
I work with the angels in the sessions. You do too, right? You're
sure
always
do.
working with the angels. Absolutely.
I sure do.
Yes.
Yeah, no, so I mean, this one, I think, depending, it's increasing creativity, helping you to be able to maybe, think outside of the box or get whatever your idea is you're trying to convey to everybody out
Right.
there in a way that maybe sticks with people.
Because sometimes you have to be very creative in reference to that to be able to get through to others. Yeah, that's very important. And this month is the month of creativity. Okay, well, this Leo energy going on. Yeah,
I think it's
with
important.
Venus.
I think it's important that the viewers also know it's not like only a one thing that can be addressed at one time.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness. No, good point.
Right?
Thank you,
So
Kirsten.
we're
Go
talking,
ahead, explain that.
yeah, we're talking about all these different things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it can help. It's like a catch-all for things that you want to be able to address.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Well, what happens in a session, when I'm doing a session, I can feel it all coming up. Because, I mean, they don't even have to tell you, correct, what it is that they're trying to, and you just feel those energies come up, and then you deal with them as they come up and get rid of them, right? Balance them.
This one I'm going to share that I think is important. Healing codependence. Now, we are here in this earthly world to be
Yes.
our own person, to bring our own,
Yes.
energy and learn our power here. And if we are constantly, being brought back and forth into somebody else's energy or needing somebody else to validate us, then we are not stepping into our power.
That's a really big problem, especially many times with women.
Yeah. Right.
It's the truth.
Right.
It's the truth because, but anyway, that's a very good point. And like when you hear about Reiki, you really don't hear these kind of things. This is like, that's what I'm saying. It's like above and beyond, What else there?
Ooh, this one. I hear a lot about this. People, having you with Karuna Reiki can have the ability to heal fearfulness, panic, anxiety. I hear that so much. I hear
That's
people
where phobias
so
are rooted.
heightened. People are so heightened.
Stress kills.
And
That's
even
really, most of the time, an illness, if you go to the root of it, what it really started with was stress. That's the truth.
so
Yes.
breaking
Yeah.
that cycle,
Right.
that's constant, then it's the anxiety leads to being fearful. It's,
Yeah.
you're stopping it.
I'm sure our audience can completely relate, with what we're talking about here. What else? Because the clock.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay.
What else?
Let's go with, you actually had said this. I think this one is important for everybody to know. And I think, now that the weather's really nice too, that they can do this in conjunction. Grounding. Okay? You can use Karuna Reiki to ground yourself, but also the weather's nice. Other ways that can help to enhance your experience of getting outside and connecting with nature. Having your feet
How
on the ground.
How do you do that? Besides the feet on the ground, because most people, they've heard that.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, some people have, actually, I had a Reiki student about a month ago, and she's also a yoga instructor, and she was telling me that she mentioned in her class how important it is for grounding in her yoga class. people said that they don't want to put their feet on the ground. So how else? Because I
Yeah.
know you're a real ace at this.
Yeah, I think that when people realize that you're actually connecting to Mother Earth,
Yes.
you're able to help to, balance your energy.
And that's really important.
Right.
What we're
Could
talking
sleep
about
better.
here is bare feet
Yeah.
on either the grass, okay,
Correct.
or the sand,
Correct.
walking along the beach.
Correct.
Okay, because what happens is Mother Earth takes all that negative stuff that comes through and actually just recycles it and mulches it and puts it back and not into you,
Right.
and back into the earth, and
Right.
Mother Earth takes care of it. But what I'm saying to you is, she was saying this yoga, she's telling me how they didn't want to hear it. They're not going to take their shoes off on the earth. Okay, so there are other ways, because I know that you practice other ways.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can go out into a path, a trail in the woods, and just breathe the fresh air in through your nose and blow out through your mouth.
That's very important. That is extremely important. Always in through the nose and out through the mouth. As a hypnotherapist, when I'm hypnotizing someone, that's how I'm instructing them to breathe, always. So, because you're breathing in relaxation,
Right.
exhaling any stress
Right.
or tension.
Right.
So,
And also, you can connect with the animals and the plants in
that's
nature.
grounding too.
Right?
Yeah.
And it sounds, to me, like if you have an opportunity to do these things that are all natural and your body is healing, I feel Karuna would be a smart choice to make.
Or even in your house, petting your cat or your dog or your bird, or because you're connecting with the animal. That's why they say it reduces stress,
Right.
to have a pet. But also, hugging a tree, even touching a
the
leaf.
tree. Yep.
Yeah, just touching nature.
You can actually feel the energy while you're simply
100%.
holding it,
100%. 100%. That's really important. That's great. Anything else that you see here?
You could also go into the ocean, into
Yes.
the water. That is so crucial, and let whatever energy out. I've heard of that.
We have this beautiful blue moon behind us here on the set. And isn't it beautiful? And the reason
Gorgeous.
that Brian had picked this is because it's blue and it's the moon, and we have this super moon coming up, that if you miss seeing that moon, it's going to be 9 years before you're going to get to be able to see another one like
wow.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
And these moons are they're super moons. They're very close to the earth. And if you're going to be doing anything like grounding or giving away any of that negative energy and meditation, etc., these moons that are coming up, the new moon to start new projects, that's on the 16th. This super full moon, oh my goodness, and especially about the dreams and the water, what you were talking about. Try to get to the beach if you can. For that moon, if you live close enough to water, because it's the Pisces super full blue moon, and water is so healing. It's the best healer. I truly believe it. And you can stand at the shore and you can give all your cares and your worries to the grandmother in the moon and the grandmother in the water. That's a Native American, I've told you that before, that's a Native American ceremony that you can do for your troubles and your cares. You pretend that you're actually standing there talking to your grandmothers. You talk to the moon, grandmother in the moon, grandmother in the water, and you give all your cares. And then you turn around, you walk away. 40 days later, you get an answer. And you do. I've never seen that fail. Okay? It's a beautiful Native American moon ceremony. What else would you like to add before we wrap up? It went so fast, Kirsten. Brian's saying 1 minute. Okay, so what do you want to add?
I would just, first of all, say thank you for having me here.
Oh, honey, thank you for coming. We love having you.
It's always a pleasure. You always have such a plethora of knowledge to share with everybody that, I think is needed.
As do you.
Well, thank you. And just that, if you want to feel better, Karuna with someone certified like yourself or myself.
Or any holy fire Karuna Reiki master, I feel, But it's just that this is really like the epitome of Reiki. But so we're going to have to wrap up now. Why don't we send a beautiful blessing, many, many, many bright blessings. You can always watch our shows on YouTube under Astrology, Angels, and More. Many blessings. God bless you. That was a good blessing that we just sent. Right? From 2 Karuna Reiki Master Teachers. Thank you.